you get a good night's rest at the inn in Ardraport. You awake in the early morning at the allotted time that you agreed with Mari to get moving. I think, Ruby, you wake up a little bit earlier than everyone else.
Yeah.
It's still dark out.
Ruby wakes up a little early. Hopefully she kind of got a gist of how early some of the shops opened up in the morning. And so she is going to attempt to go find some flowers and maybe see if she can get a bottle of mulled wine from this inn that's bottled.
Okay.
And then is going to head over to Endaro's shop.
Okay. Getting wine is not difficult. You can use the innkeeper's already up as you come downstairs. It is autumn. It's getting towards mid-autumn now, and so it's getting darker. The days are shorter, so people are generally up a little bit before dawn anyway. But he easily sells you a bottle of wine. Like, are you looking for an expensive bottle, a cheap bottle?
Like moderate price.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like 5 silver pieces for a bottle
Okay.
of wine. Nothing
Great.
too pricey. And if you ask him where to get some flowers, he's like, might be a little early to get anything. The market might not be open until sunrise. So maybe like 30, 40 minutes. I'm not sure if you're going to find flowers too much right now.
I am very good with plants. I will walk between here and Endaro's shop, and I will find something that is pretty.
Okay.
You know, some like nice fall something, some pretty leaves. Like,
You stealing people's flowers?
I'm not going to steal anybody's flowers, but there are plants that live around here, right? So,
Yeah.
and she's going to tie them into like a little bouquet with some string in her bag.
Okay.
A little thing. So she
Yeah.
has 2 things in her hands, and then she's going to make sure that her society pin
Uh-huh.
is like pinned to the lapel of her jacket.
'Kay.
And show up at the shop.
You make your way through town, through some. You kind of pause past, stop past some of the overgrown parts where there's some wildflowers there. Your pickings are slim. They're not necessarily the prettiest flowers, but there are what you can get.
It's going to have to be what it's going to have to be.
It's the
Mhm.
thought that counts.
Yeah.
Yes. And you make your way to Endaro's shop.
I'm going to knock on the door. I'm going to look up to see if it looks like maybe she's awake. And-
Again, you find the shop in the same condition that Satara found it the other day, with boarded up windows and closed sign hanging out in the front. But you knock on the door, and just as it's becoming sunrise, you don't hear an answer immediately.
I will sit on the stoop of this shop for another like 20 minutes until I hear somebody wake up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will knock again.
You sit for about 20 minutes. You don't hear anything inside. People are starting to get up. Some people are walking around now on the streets, but
Well, how much longer until we're supposed to leave?
you're supposed to leave not long after dawn.
Okay. I will pull out a little note, and I will write a little note to his wife, specifically from the society, and offer our condolences.
Okay.
And sign it Ruby Bale, and leave it on the doorstep step. And I'm gonna kind of like look for someone who looks like maybe they're in like if there's anybody on the street, and just be like, hey, so I'm leaving this for the lady here. If you could just like make sure nobody steals it.
Shrugs.
Oh, whatever. Okay. And I'm gonna leave.
Promptly stolen by that person who had to draw attention to it.
Okay, negative Nancy.
I'll turn back and look.
Mm-hmm. They just kind of go back to whatever they were doing.
That's all.
Meanwhile, the rest of you, Mari is waking you up, Satara.
It's not
Just
going
to-
well.
Yeah, Mari's like, hey, it's time to get up, Satara. We gotta get
No.
moving. Yes,
No.
we need to get moving.
Where's my tea?
I I'm not your servant. All right, Satara, come on. Up.
Tea.
Where did Ruby go? Kind of like... No.
Ruby would bring me tea.
But I'm not Ruby.
Tea.
Fine. Opens the door and then slams it behind her. Theo, Bob, you
After
wait.
that ruckus,
Yeah.
I'm probably just waiting in the hallway.
Yeah.
My arms crossed, leaning against the wall.
Mario looks at you, says, "Tea,
I could just carry her out in the blanket.
please." Just do
Oh
that.
no.
She turns around and opens the door for you.
And I'll just go in there, and you're in a bundle of blankets, and I just scoop it up like a sack. And
I shriek like someone's being murdered.
it's muffled by a
Bob.
blanket.
You hear this commotion.
Yeah, Bob has gotten up early and showed up and is ready to go. And he's like, "What's going on? It sounds like Satara's under attack."
And now I
he
have-
runs in and sees this
Santa
sees
Claus
Theo Santa
blanket.
Clausing with this sack, and he's like, "Oh, I see what happened here."
I'll just bring you down to a table and like put you on a table in the blanket.
And Bob reaches out and pulls the blankets off. "Come, little one, it's time we go."
They have tea at the bar.
Ruby, you walk in.
Satara's just glaring.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm gonna need you to make some kind of save. let me look.
What kind?
I'm checking right now. Is there snow outside yet?
Nope. Ruby, outside the weather has been fairly
Did you make a wisdom saving throw?
dark.
Okay, thanks.
there's lots of clouds, but it's not raining.
10.
That's definitely not gonna make it.
Nope.
What do you throw at him?
Charm person says, go dunk your head in a bucket of water and hold it there for 15 seconds.
Does that work? I don't know if that
It
works.
doesn't
I
harm
think
you.
it
You will
works.
be fine.
But like,
No, the
It's
charm
not-
person doesn't make him do what
it's
you say.
yeah,
That's
it's not a-
suggestion.
yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking suggestion.
Now we're just friends, but we were already friends. I would do this for any friend.
I'm happy
Then bring
to
me
get you
tea.
That I will
That-
do.
yeah.
yeah, that I will do.
That would work. Bring me tea.
I will go get the tea from the bar.
I think
Casting mage armor in case I need to hit you.
Ruby like sees Theo going to get tea, and she's like, "Something is wrong."
and Bob does a double take as well. He's like, "That worked. Why did he just go get tea?"
I will bring back a lovely saucer of tea for you. Just how you like it, however many sugars and milk
And honey.
content.
Probably not so much sugar, but probably a lot of milk.
Deal. You didn't know Theo knew that, but he did. And you have the right amount of milk in there.
She's still glaring at you.
As you get your tea and breakfast is laid out for you, Mari unrolls the map in front of you.
I flip the blanket that is underneath me on the table over the map. Just to be spiteful.
Mage hand, and then just like goes off and like, "All right, everybody, come on."
So
Bob just puts a hand on Satara. Just puts a hand there, like maybe pretend to be an adult.
No.
Mari looks down at the map and she says, "So we don't have an exact location. The map is not necessarily the best and most accurately laid out. It doesn't have all the landmarks of everything, but it looks like it is just this side of the halfway point between here and the crossroads." She kind of makes a gesture on the map pointing out to where they are. The crossroads being right where the Crusaders Road and the South Road meet. South Road being the one that runs from Ardraport all the way along the Dragonspine Mountains.
So how
Oh.
many days is that going to be? Rough estimate?
The halfway point, by horse, we can get there in just 2.5 days, probably.
What's stopping us from getting a scroll of locate object to help us find this thing?
Well, locate object will only work within a certain distance. We need to be close enough, at least.
Sure, but that's just it. If we don't know
We also
Exactly where
don't
it
know
goes.
exactly what the object is we're looking for.
the shiny. Isn't that good enough, right? Locate shiny?
I mean, I can try,
You can try,
but I don't really know what it's supposed to look like,
Yeah.
and I've never seen it. Obviously, I mean, I saw maybe what it might kind of rough shape, but it could be any color, it could be any
Mhm.
material. I don't really know. I can try though.
Regardless, I think our best bet is to head towards Rockwell. She points to the middle. She says there's a town there. It's the halfway point. We can use that as a base of operations. Maybe we can talk to some locals. Maybe someone who hunts the hills or does trips out there, and maybe they can tell us anything that they might know.
More tea, please.
I'll go get more tea.
How long does that last?
An hour.
An hour?
An hour. Oh, nice.
I think Ruby's gonna like
Mari
and
looks
it's
as
gonna
well
stop
as-
Theo and it's gonna be like, wait a second, and is gonna like look in your eyes and see like the little flames are like not as flamey, and I'm like, Satara, what did you do to him?
Not a damn thing he didn't deserve.
Can you have him bring me more eggs?
More eggs, Theo.
Mm-hmm.
I know
Satara.
he's kind of nicer this way. Mari says.
There's nothing I can do.
I did hurt him, and I thought about it a lot.
So as soon as we're done eating, we should get everything together and head out. Horses will be waiting for us at the stables, and we should be able to make quick time.
Okay.
Thank you for the eggs, Theo.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
No sausage.
Oh, I can get sausage. I'll go back to the flag.
It is kind of weird, though.
It's wrong, is what it is. Satara, knock it off.
It's good sausage.
I didn't do anything.
I'm gonna flick your
None of
nose
us
with
believe
mage
that.
with mage hand.
None of us believe that.
I bury back in the blanket so you can't see where you're aiming.
Flicks you in the eye instead.
Can't see him covered. Probably requires line of sight.
You eat your breakfast. You get everything together. And you head out and get your horses from the stables. And head towards the gate. It takes out on the south road. By this time, Theo, the charm person, has worn off.
You know you've been charmed.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I know how it works.
Okay. I'm just throwing that out there that
And,
you would absolutely know.
As you approach the gates are closed, and there's guards, lots of guards standing around. As you approach, one of the guards looks like the one in charge here. A human man just steps up and looks at you guys, and he says, "You heading out?
Good morning. Yep, we're heading out.
Are you sure you want to do that? If you can avoid it, you may want to wait a week. I don't know if you've heard, but takers have been spotted out and about."
Yep,
No
we are
shit,
very
who do you
aware.
think killed the last batch?
You fought some of them?
She's very cranky in the morning. Don't take it personally.
I just
It's a nice warning, but
Yeah.
yeah, we
there
have
are
business to attend to.
he nods as he says there's patrols out on the road, but the levies have been called up. We're keeping an eye out. Nothing's been seen for at least the past couple of days, but we're not sure what else might be out there. Just doing my duty.
Any news of Sir Dunrick?
I haven't heard anything from Sir Dunrick yet.
Well enough.
It's best if you keep to the roads and you travel during the day. There's a way station. The rocks roost, about a day's ride out. Don't dally. Make your way there as soon as you can. You should be safe there.
Is it a solitary building?
He says it's a small fortified way station. There's a few of them set up along the road. King had them set up just in case for situations like this.
That's lovely. Thank you very much.
He nods as he says, "Be safe."
You too.
Crumble, 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 crumble.
They open up the door and let you guys out.
And Bob very carefully this time puts his hand out and make sure not to hit his head as he goes out from under there. Fool me once.
Mm-hmm.
Bob, my feet are tired.
You're on a horse.
You're on a horse. Let
My horse's
Your-
feet are tired.
your feet will feel better soon, little one.
You ride along the south road, heading eastwards across the foothills. The terrain here is much different than what you saw outside of Lusport. It is much more hilly. You can see the tall mountains of the Dragon Spine just to your south, just off to the right. Bob, they are just as impressive as your homelands, if not bigger and taller, extending up almost like a wall of earth and snow and ice.
Beautiful, are they not?
They are.
The
I've never been
peaks,
this close to the mountains.
the peaks ascending even above the clouds.
They look cold.
They do look cold.
Is this a wooded area, open area?
Right where you are, it's fairly open. Though
Okay.
you can see many trees along the foothills of the mountains. On some of the hills up ahead, you can see trees. But right here, it's rough, relatively open. There's a few trees here and there, but
Trees like 5 minutes away on horseback?
yeah.
Okay. Bob says, Oh, I'll catch up. Don't wait. And rides off into the forest. And after about 10 minutes, he comes back. And he's, obviously struggling with his horse still. He hasn't quite mastered horse stuff. And he rides up and he's got this bouquet of like old roses and some kind of little white flower. And there's a weird looking mushroom in there. And he's like, Ruby, this is for you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And he just falls back in line with everybody else and just doesn't say anything else.
I'm gonna try to identify them, but also I'm on a horse, so I kind of put it in a saddlebag.
What was that about?
What are you asking me for? I don't know.
Oh. The ride is relatively peaceful, although cold. As you make your way along, you pass a few farmhouses, but you don't see any smoke rising from any of the chimneys or buildings around.
They're dead,
They
Jim.
seem abandoned, or at least not occupied currently. After the first hour, you pass a patrol, a mounted patrol of soldiers wearing the colors of Ardraport, the blue and gray. They ride past you pretty quickly. They just kind of nod to you as they pass, and they seem to be heading towards Ardraport. There's about 6 of them just riding along at a fairly quick pace. A few hours past that, as you are now starting to approach midday, you come around a hill and you spot what looks like a fortified encampment. Tightly packed logs building a sort of palisade about 12 feet in height with towers on each corner. The entire area kind of covers roughly about 50 square feet. You can see people on top of the towers with crossbows, and they're kind of looking as you guys approach. It's just off to the side of the road. And as you ride past it, one of the soldiers kind of waves out and he says, "Any news from Ardraport? Seen anything on the road?"
Nope, all been clear so far.
Sticks, rocks, dirt.
That's good. No news yet here. Road should be safe, but keep along.
How far to the next fortification?
He says, "There's one more between here and the Rock's Roost. Should be a few more hours down the road."
Thank you.
Be safe.
Nods and you keep along. You pass one more patrol, and again, as you stated, a few more hours, you pass another fortified encampment. Each of these look like they could probably fit about 25, 30 soldiers inside of them. They all look alert and cautious, and most of them are kind of facing south, looking towards the mountain, keeping aware of what might be coming. But Mari just kind of hums a song, kind of trying to keep everyone up and keep the mood going, even as it's a bit dark and dreary with the clouds. As night falls, you reach the Rockthirst, this way station. It's just off to the side of the road again on the north side. You see some tall wooden walls with a stone foundation and a few buildings inside of this kind of fortified place. It's much larger than the encampments that you saw. You see lots of smoke rising from inside from what looks like campfires, and also chimneys. And you hear lots of movement and people inside, jingling of armor and horses, and just general commotion coming from inside as you approach. There's a large, just open earthen moat that surrounds everything with just a singular bridge across to the gate, out of which a pair of guards stand with halberds, and they just nod to you as you approach. And they say, "It's
Good evening.
you made it before we closed the gates. Good." He says, "It'll be it'll be a bit tight to find a place." He says, "We're pretty packed. A lot of people coming in for the evening."
Good thing we have camping gear.
We don't take up much room.
He nods. He says, "You probably won't find a spot in the inn, but you'll just need to find a place to lay down.
Yeah, we have tents.
Probably won't be room for tents," he says.
We have bedrolls.
And he opens up, and you hear just the flood of sound, and you come in, and the open courtyard is just packed with people. The muddy kind of courtyard is just full of all manner of people. You see people like what look like farmers with some of their families kind of packed in tight. You see some soldiers around. And inside there are 4 buildings you can see. One is a 4-story large building that looks like the main inn, essentially. You can see multiple chimneys on this with smoke coming up out of them pretty brightly. And in the center, there's a large well that services everything. There's a barracks on the opposite side, and then you see a stables. One wall is just lined with stables. And you can see horses in every stall, and horses kind of just roped to kind of makeshift posts in the middle just to make some space. There's a lot of horses there.
I guess that's what we're gonna have to do.
Yeah. I will help get the horses all settled in somewhere.
As you kind of get in, the guard says you can probably find some food, but it'll be tight. You might not be able to stay in the tavern.
We got food. It's all right. Thank you, though. Is there a spot that can we just kind of set up anywhere?
He nods. He shrugs. Just stay out of the walkways and avoid the walls if you can.
Will do. Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna try and find a spot to start setting up the bedrolls, and I'm gonna put mine suspiciously close to Ruby's, because I know Ruby puts off a lot of heat, so she'll be a little space heater for me. It'll be great.
Yeah. After we get the horses put away, and I go back and I find Satara, I'm gonna pull the bundle of flowers and mushrooms and whatnots that Bob handed me, and
there's tables that have been pulled out with makeshift chairs. They've grabbed logs or barrels or crates to just kind of put down and make kind of spots just outside of the inn that people can sit at least. And there's a large fire going outside as well to kind of help keep people warm.
Great.
Bob's going to go into the tavern and see if he can grab 5 bowls of hot food for everybody and bring it out, whether they've got stew or soup or just whatever.
Yeah. And you come inside and it is packed. It is absolutely packed. Every table, every seat is just full. There's no bard or minstrel playing at all. There are, again, plenty of soldiers here. It seems like mostly inside it's soldiers. Behind the counter, you see this thin, frail elf woman with violet eyes and just bright blonde hair. and she's just haggard as she's trying to keep up with everything, trying to get everything. A few other people are helping out as well. You actually see some of the soldiers kind of have been assigned to assist her.
Sure.
And are helping kind of dish out food and stuff. And that you kind of make your way through. People do part for you because you're just so big. They're just like, okay, big guy coming through.
He's going to get there and kind of duck down and be like, I need 5.
5? Is that your whole group, I presume? Not
Well,
just for you?
If you have it, I'll take 6. There's 5 of us, and I would like a little more if it's available. If not, I understand.
Come back later and we can see if I can't give you seconds. She says, there's a lot of people here tonight.
I understand.
Everyone's coming in worried about the takers on the
Yes.
countryside. She says, she nods over to one of the guards and she says, Michael, get them food. And he kind of gets some stuff together and starts like handing you some plates and bowls that are only about half full.
Bob gets a big tray and puts all that on there and takes it out to the group. And it's really easy because he's way above everybody, so he doesn't have to worry about them knocking the soup over or anything. He just goes right over the top of their heads till he gets to the door and then ducks down and brings it back out.
And you've found you've kind of carved out a spot for yourselves at one of the tables where the 5 of you can sit, but there's people like right next to you still. And Bob comes
They
over.
bump me, I hiss at them.
And puts his tray down with the meal. It's just a simple stew and bread. It's really not even a full meal with how much they're giving you.
At least it's warm.
Yeah. When you get back, Ruby has the bundle of stuff on the table, and she has a book out, and she's like, looks like she's trying to identify the mushroom that you handed her. Bob, what is this? It's not in my book. So,
It is a common herb, well, a fungus, I suppose. We use it as an anti-inflammatory. If you put it in a tea, it will reduce swelling.
Do I need to dry it first?
No,
And then-
you were dried or fresh. It is the same.
Okay, and then
You're making fungus tea? That's just wrong.
It works very well.
are these other things also?
The rose petals can be used to reduce swelling and slow bleeding.
Fascinating. And she pulls out another notebook and she like writes them down. And where do you find these? You found it. We're in the foothills of the mountains. Okay.
The mushrooms are usually found where the trees give way to the rocks in the hillside.
Okay. Excellent.
The roses are at random places. I was lucky that I came across those.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Yes. You are our healer. You must be well supplied.
Great. And Ruby will start to prep those for some stuff.
I don't want fungus tea.
Apparently it's
Supply run.
supply run. Thanks, Bob.
Of course.
Mari kind of looks around as she's eating. She says, God, it's a mess in here.
Yeah.
Theo looks really uncomfortable, and he's kind of
Too many people, not enough room.
he's doing that thing where his eyes are shifting there and turning and looking, and he's trying to watch everyone at once, which is clearly impossible, but it's not going to stop him from trying.
Not sure how much good it'll do if they hide here. If takers come, it's just...
This is a death box, and we should just go.
I'm
Keep your
inclined
voice
to
down.
agree.
Do not start a panic, little one. These people are all on edge. This is all they have.
I'm on edge. This guy,
Hey,
and I just push him a
quiet.
little bit.
Hey!
He's jabbing me with his elbow.
He kind of glares at you as you accuse him. And he
Stop touching me.
says, I can't help it. He says, find a different seat if you don't want to be touched.
Everybody calm down.
Rumble. He just kind of like, he sees how big you are and he does back down a little bit and he just turns back to his
And
meal.
Bob's gonna scooch Satara a little closer and kind of like put his arm around her. Come over here. We'll make you a little
Fine.
more room.
I hate it.
It's not pleasant, that's for sure.
It's not pleasant for anyone. They don't want to be here any more than you do.
It is a good point, though, that this may not actually be any safer.
This is a defensible position, but it could be easily overrun.
And if people start to...
Panic. There's too many people in here.
It would be like a mill.
Yes.
Satara, we should jump on Bob's shoulders if anything happens.
I just immediately clamber up. Feel like it's already happened.
And there's only one gate in and out of the way station.
If we have to sleep on the ground anyway, I think we should take our chances outside, honestly.
Bob's
Yeah.
just going to hand you up your bowl.
I'm gonna check the temperature of the bottom of the bowl. I'm just gonna rest it on your head. Make sure it doesn't burn you, but
Well, it's starting to get dark now. Like it's the sun is set behind the horizon.
They will
Just
lock
the
the
glow
gate.
is-
If we're going to leave, we should do so now.
That's my vote.
All right, Mari. I'll go get the horses. She says, Bob, why don't you help me?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
wait, let me down. I don't want horses.
Mari and Bob get up and go get the horses. Ruby, Theo, Satara, you're sitting there weeding.
I'll run into the inn really
'Kay.
quick, if that's
Yeah.
okay. Or whatever, wherever the food came from.
Yeah, you step into the inn. Again, it's busy inside of there. Your passive perception is
It's terrible, I think.
12, I believe it is.
Perception is 12, yeah.
Your passive perception is 12. Okay. Yeah, you step into the inn, and as you're kind of walking in, you walk, up towards, or as you're going towards the bar is where you're
Mhm.
trying to go. You're walking up towards the bar, and you're making your way through the tables and chairs, and you overhear next to you a dwarf. As you're kind of passing him, you're kind of turning sideways to get in between some chairs. There's a big dwarf just sitting there, and he's talking to somebody else, and he says, I swear, I saw fire at the old ruins. He says, there was somebody there. Just, I didn't want to go over there. Nothing good comes from those ruins around. And
All right, time out. How far away were the ruins supposed to be from us right now? Like,
from where you are, you're not quite sure.
okay.
You're
Did we have
about
an estimate?
a day and a half or so.
So rather near.
Yeah, it could
Yeah.
definitely be them.
Okay. Then yeah,
And
I'll
the-
kind of
And he's just
stop at the table, kind of like
his
lean with my hands onto the table down to get into the conversation.
his friend's like, yeah, you always say you see things in the mountains. Trent, he says, there's nothing up there. He says, those ruins are abandoned. Nothing.
Trent was it?
The dwarf kind of, who the fuck are you?
That's not important, but I do want to know more about those ruins you were just talking about.
It's just some ruins up in the hills. It's just some of the old abandoned Kenku places.
You said you saw a fire up there?
Yeah, I did. As he says, about a couple nights back while I was out hunting.
Any chance you could give me a bit of a more precise description on where to find that place?
Kind of looks you up and down a bit suspiciously.
Is your
I'll-
pin on?
It's probably not, but I'll like dig it out of whatever pocket I have it in and kind of pull it out and show it to him and say, I'm supposed to check these things out. Government official and all that. Put it back into my pocket.
Joe Friday, homicide.
The fuck's that?
As the Society of Artifacts and Recovering and
The fuck's that?
yeah, it doesn't matter. Just it's my job to go check out the ruins and make sure they're safe.
Well, they ain't.
Right.
Well-
So that's why I gotta go. So if you could tell me where they are, that'd be very helpful. You're doing great service.
Ain't nothing good's gonna come from looking at them.
I'm gonna
They're
just
cursed, he
I'm gonna-
says.
I'm gonna take a gold out of my
He's
pocket.
clearly a bit drunk.
I'm gonna take a gold out of my pocket and put it on the table and say, "Tell you what, you can buy yourself another round on me and tell me where those ruins are."
As he says, up. It's about a day and a half south and a little bit more further east, he says. Up on one of the valley crests, you'll find it.
Is it pretty easily visible?
Yeah. It's an old tower fallen over.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll go check them out for you. You don't have to worry about those anymore. And just kind of very quickly
Ain't nothing there.
scurry away
Been
from
there
the
myself
table.
and just nothing but a pile of rubble.
I just have to check. I wave him off as I
Bye.
wander back towards the bar again.
You reach the bar.
Do you guys have any dried like tea rations that you can spare? I'll pay.
Dry tea rations?
Yeah, something portable that I can bring with me.
Do you mean tea leaves?
Sure.
What kind of tea?
What's the best one? Most expensive?
She kind of licks you up and down. I can get you a bag of tea.
Yeah. How much?
A gold piece.
Great. I'll put a gold piece on the counter.
And she pulls out this small little like pouch, maybe about this big. She puts it on the table.
Thank you. And I'll just take that and I'll go back out to where everybody's at.
Okay. By the time you come back out, Mari and Mari and Bob have the horses, and they've kind of come back up to everyone, and you guys are getting your stuff back loaded up.
I have refilled everybody's water skins from the well. Make sure we're ready to go.
Yeah, and as you kind of over by the gate, a human woman kind of comes up to you with a few guards beside her. She's got short brown hair. She's wearing a nice breastplate with chainmail underneath and a long sword at her hip. She's wearing the same colors as the Dekusars. She steps up and she says, "Are you planning on heading out? I wouldn't recommend it if I were you."
Yeah,
That's nice.
we are planning on heading out.
There's too many people in here.
I understand that it's uncomfortable, she says, but it is going to be the safest place.
Until someone drops a lantern and it starts a fire.
And then everybody tries to rush towards your one gate. And then people get crushed underfoot.
Everyone will remain calm. I have that under control, she says.
I
Things
don't want
will
your
be safe here.
enchantments.
I can't force you to stay, she says, but I do worry that those who will be out will be in greater danger.
Not your problem.
Well,
Takers have been spotted relatively recently.
Where?
She says some further north. There's been campfires in the foothills.
Good thing we're not going that direction.
oh yeah. I'll kind of pull Mar to the side while this conversation is happening and be like, "Oh, that some guy in the tavern was talking about a fire at where we need to go.
She just nods and it's like, okay,
We should need to hurry."
the woman here who's standing there kind of raises an eyebrow. She
Well, as like Theo
Yeah.
pulls that aside, Ruby goes, "You're wearing the colors of Dekusar?"
Yes, she says, "I'm sworn to the Baron."
Ah.
Captain Mishim, she says.
We're a friend of Philippe's.
I see. Do not know you. But
Yeah. I hope he's well. I hope you stay safe. So Ruby's trying to like distract, essentially.
Look over here.
Yeah.
You can see her like looking at you, but looking past you at Theo and Mari. And she says, "What are you doing out here then?"
Well, it's our job to deal with takers. So,
Is
you
it?
know. Yeah. I mean, I guess if you've talked to Philippe recently. but-
He hasn't returned from Lusport yet.
Yeah, that's because we got him to Lusport.
Did
He-
you?
He
were-
was a valiant fighter.
Was he?
Well, he kind of
He is
Froze a
little.
bit.
He did his best.
but
I heard that the assault on his patrol was brutal.
we
He exploded.
it was really bad.
Only
Actually-
one exploded.
That's
no,
all it
actually,
takes.
like 4 did.
Well, if what you say is true, then I owe you thanks for keeping my Lusport son safe.
Also say is we appreciate the concern, but we do have to go.
I am simply doing my duty.
I understand.
Just as if there's anything I can aid you with, I will do my best, but this is my post.
Of course. We appreciate all that you do.
She nods to the guard at the gate. She says, let him out. The guard kind of nods. Maria kind of says, so you heard somebody say something?
Yeah, got a little bit better directions on where we need to go, and they said they saw fires up there a couple days ago. So,
At a ruins, you said?
sounds like
If that's
our
the case,
place.
then we better be moving quickly.
That's what I thought.
Let's find a good place to set up camp ourselves, and then we head out early in the morning. Do you know the direction?
Yep. Best I could, at least. He was a bit drunk.
Maybe we should get a map from him?
I don't think that's going to do us much good.
Think we could hire him?
Maybe, actually. I guess I'll be right back. I'll run back. Kind of
Okay.
like, not like too rudely, but kind of pushing people
Yeah.
out of the way to go
Right.
quickly.
Hey! And whenever like somebody like they get grumpy when you push them, but when they see you, they're like, "Oh."
You're like, never mind. We don't want that fight.
Yeah.
Hey, did
you
you
come
see
up to
that
Trent.
Go
He
get
looks
Trent.
you up and
Hey, Trent, I don't suppose you are in need of some work.
I mean, what you paying?
Do I have any clue what the going rate for like a wilderness guide?
You do not.
I didn't think I would.
You remember a guard's like typical pay was probably like 2 gold a day?
2 gold, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot.
Actually, it was probably closer to a gold a day. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll offer him. I'll offer him 2 gold a day.
Oh God, on Mari's death.
Yes.
He raises an eyebrow. For what? What do you need me?
Well, you remember we had that conversation just a bit ago about that rune.
You
Does
need me to
he?
take you
Nope.
there?
Yes.
He's like, nope, never seen you before in my life.
He says, all right. Well, I can take you in the morning.
It's kind of urgent. We're leaving now.
Now?
Yeah.
How many of them are you? Do you have guards?
Yeah.
How many of you are there?
You make 6.
Just 6?
Yeah.
This is an.
Hey, Satara, can I get the map?
Hey, so what about 3 gold a day?
A great negotiator.
Ruby's gonna run back and bring the map.
This is 3 gold a day? And this is, I'd risk my life out there? There's takers out there.
We just need you to get to the rune and back.
Looking for Theo.
You see
Easy to
Theo
do.
like standing over this dwarf who's kind of like red-faced,
Runs
flushed.
up, tugs on the back of Theo's jacket, hands you the map.
Or we could pay you 2 gold right now to circle the place on this map.
It's the actual map that you
Yeah,
have,
the
right?
actual map.
Yeah, it's the one I got from Marland.
He says, well, all right. He looks down and he circles the spot on the map for you.
Good enough, and I'll put the 2 gold I promised him out. And
If you die, it's not my fault.
Thank you, sir.
Been giving your money to your relatives if they come looking for me.
that's all right.
That's just me. Thank you.
Enjoy your drinks.
You leave, heading out, and you ride out, and quickly actually leave the road. You want to make a more direct path there. The road won't take you any really closer than where you are now. But you don't go too far before you find a sheltered place in some of the woods, relatively flat, where you can set up some tents and get some rest.
No fires tonight. Let's set up watches.
Mari nods. I agree. No fire.
Makes sense.
First watch.
I'll get up in the morning.
I will see to the horses as well.
I'll stick with Bob. I'm already awake now.
All right.
I'll take middle.
Get some light going so you can set up the tents, but like keeps it low as much as possible as you get the couple tents set up for.
I feel like Ruby grabs like 3 little ball bearings out of her bag and casts light on each one of them, and then hands them to a few people so you can set up.
Yeah.
Like, turns out this is pretty useful. So, there you go.
We should probably bring hooded lanterns next time.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Don't know why I didn't think of that earlier.
Well, normally I just make my own light. I never really thought about that.
It doesn't take you long to set up the tents. They're fairly simple, meant to be set up fairly quickly. And you lay out your bread rolls and you get to sleep. Bob, Satara, you two are up, keeping watch as the darkness settles across and the sound of night animals.
Trees?
And yeah, you're in a forest now.
Yeah.
You're not a super dense forest, but
Right.
you're kind of in the low mountain forest before it gets really thick.
Bob will go up a tree and hang out up there. You should go on the other side.
I'm gonna do rounds. I'm gonna do loops.
Satara walks around. Okay. You hear the hoot of an owl somewhere in the trees around you, but it goes uneventfully throughout the evening. Then before you turn in, you wake up whoever Theo for his watch. And same thing.
All quiet, Theo.
Good news.
It's peaceful. There's no stars in the night, all covered in clouds. There's not even the really light of the moon. It's really dark tonight. But as your watch passes, you wake up the next, and again, it's just peaceful.
Yeah. So Ruby's on 3rd watch, and she waits until she can hear Theo sleeping, and then she just kind of sits down and she looks up towards where the moon would be, but it's a little covered. So we're gonna go do a thing, and I'm a little nervous about it, especially since apparently, it's about the thing that you asked me to do, and I'm still a little bit confused about quite a few things. But I'm doing my best, and I know I haven't checked in a little while. So yeah, I'm scared, but I am gonna do it anyway. So I hope you are really there. Thanks.
Ooh, ooh. You look up and you see just 2 owl eyes just staring down from one of the trees.
Okay, Ruby has a pen pal.
And that's where we end the episode for the evening.
I just wanted to say thanks everybody for making it this far. We really appreciate our viewer. Hi, Mom. Thanks for watching, Mom. Don't forget to like and subscribe.